So, I wanted to come on here quick and show you my cut file that I'm going to do. Laura and I are doing, obviously, Scrap Madness, which is a video a day. Today, we don't have a guest designer due to the fact that we are scrap lifting one of our favorite YouTubers, people that are out there, and we decided to do Ashley Horton. And what I decided to do was find a cut file. I will show the photo in between this and the process side of it. And what I wanted to do is that she used this exact same cut file. It is part of her shop, is what I'm looking, yeah, her shop. It's on there, so I'll link it down below. And what I am going to do is that I am going to back. So there is big flowers like this one, this one, this one. There's this one. So I think there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different shaker pockets. And then the rest of them are going to be backed with the Bloom collection, Carousel collection from Maggie Holmes. This photo right here is of my daughter. She is the last day of school. So I'm almost done with her kindergarten year. I've only got a couple more photos left to do. And then I'm officially done with her year. So with further ado, I am going to, like I said, I'm going to start to back these up. And I'll come on when there's a little bit left. But with further ado, let me get started on this. I'll show you a little bit of what I am going to do. And then, obviously, I'm not going to show you this whole thing because everybody knows how to do cut files. But I wanted to show you guys which ones I'm going to do for shaker pockets and to show you how I do the shaker pockets and then go from there. Okay, so there is the sketch or like the inspiration that I am using from Ashley Horton. And here's the cut file. I backed it out and I just wanted to show you that there was 5 that I did. And as you can see, there are the sequence mixes that I will use. I cleared up all of these and I'm glad I did because one, they all match, everything matches, and then the other thing too is that everything is done and over with because I have so much. She's got tons and tons of sequence mixes and I'm like wanting them, but I want to clear up what I have first. And so I just wanted to show you kind of what I am doing with those. And I was talking in that last bit, but I decided to just voice it over instead. And here I am, I'm moving all the sequence mix. I accidentally put it in the wrong spot. Why I did that, I don't know, but I did. And so here I am, I'm just moving everything, and I do 2 sequence pockets with the same one because this one had the most products. And what I do is that when you fill in a sequence mix like this and you have to cover it up with a piece of paper, what I do is that I get out my close to my heart pad there that I have, the whatever you want to call it, to put the layout down. And what I do is I line it up with the lines from 12 to 12 or 1 to 12, however you want to look at it. After I after I get everything glued, then that's when I put it down and it works out perfect. And I show you how to do it here as well. And this is only 2 times, I think 2 times the speed. And then once I actually get into the process video, I speed it up some more. I just wanted to show you how to do this if you are wanting to do the same thing, just in slow-mo, a little bit slow-mo, so you understand how I did it. So I just backed everything and I got out everything that I wanted. And I use the foam that you can get at like Walmart's or whatever that's got the sticky stuff on to be able to do my shaker pockets. And then I just trim what may have been excessed out. I glue everything down, and I did use some foam dimensionals from Stampin' Up! As well. So that's what you're seeing me take off there. Just because I only wanted to, honestly, I was too lazy to go get me another one. So I just used my dimensionals. They still work, obviously. Just, you know, it's a little time consuming. So I just now go around and do not a heavy amount on that thin piece of foam, but pretty good, so that I know for a fact that these will not move. And these particular shaker pockets, I made sure I filled them up to the brim, and all the colors match. I do save a little bit of one of them. Excuse me, sorry about that. I had a tickle. So this is what I was talking about. I line it up and I go 1 to 12 or 12 to 12, however you want to look at it. And I just go really over the thing over and over. I rub it down and I rub it down and I make sure it's all stuck. And then I pray when I move it up. And I prayed and it worked. That's what I do. But it turned out really well. You can see the stuff in the still shots, obviously. Now, I will let you know that in the still shots, you will see that I pulled out my shimmers, Vibes, the Sunset Strip, and did some Gold Vibe mists everywhere. And then I did the sequence mix because I don't want to bore you to death of watching how to put sequence mix down, because it's really time consuming for that part. And it's just like backing a cut file. We all know how to back a cut file. And by all means, if you are new to my channel or you're new to scrapbooking, if you're not sure how to do that, just leave, a comment down below and we can certainly talk, because I try to help out wherever and whenever I can. Now, I did all of the Maggie Holmes collection that I got at Tuesday morning, again for this layout. As I explained in the real-time video, this is of my daughter. It's her last day of school for kindergarten. And she was so giddy and happy and excited that she was able to finish out kindergarten. Unfortunately, to fortunate enough, if you want to call it that, our school ended up going to school the last day was the day after Memorial Day weekend. They had to go like June 1. And I'm completely fine and content. She needs to understand that she needed to go. Some of the parents didn't send them on the last day of school. And she asked me if she was going, and I said yes. And she was excited to go because it was the last time she could spend with Miss Ricketts. But, she has to realize too, as a student, that you may have to go to school when you don't want to, whether it's the last day or not. So I sent her. Plus, it gave me one more day of freedom before the summer came along. Last year at this time, I wasn't working like I am now. And so I knew I had to have the summer. I was having the summer off, essentially, with her. So I was like, if I can save myself one day of not having her, Lord, she's going. So my title is going to be called Oh Happy Day. I like that title. It works out well just because it's one of those titles that I could have put, last day, last day of kindergarten, something like that. But I was like, once I saw this sticker on, I think it was the Carousel collection is where this came from. I was like, it's perfect. It's a happy day. It's a happy occasion for her because she doesn't have to go back to school for the summer. She enjoys school. Every once in a while she's like, Mom, do I have to go? And I'm like, yes, you do. Okay. And she goes. She does pretty well. She's excited now because she's able to start looking at things and spelling words out now better. If you're new to my channel, or if you don't follow me on social media at all, welcome to my channel. But what I was going to explain is that my daughter does have what we call an IEP. She has it for speech, and she just can't say like clusters. So if it's got an SK in there, she may just do an S or a K or an SH, and she'll do like 2 S's instead of an SH. It's something that I had to deal with when I was in school. My son did as well. And then she unfortunately picked up this part of my bad genes for English. So she's really excited now that she can finally like read a little bit more now and actually look at something and spell it without having issues. She's really good. Now we just need to work on our writing. And I think that's struggles for every child at this age. She hates that she has to write oh, do we fight when it comes to writing. She is my lefty, so that's a little bit of a hindrance too, because it takes a little bit longer for children that are left-handed to write and learn how to write. And once she gets it down, I think she's going to enjoy it. I'm just placing leaves just wherever I feel like they kind of tuck in and whatnot. Like I said in the real-time part of the video, I did use the exact same cut file, so I'll link everything down below. The still shots are coming up. Make sure you check out all of the channels. We will have them linked. And pretty much this is it, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye!